government has also taken clear action to set the conditions for healthy competition in Canada. Now, when we talk about competition, we're really talking about what is best for consumers. Competition brings choice. This ability to choose creates a powerful incentive in the marketplace for businesses to make their products better, their services more comprehensive, and of course, their pricing more attractive. Quite simply, when firms compete, consumers do better and the economy becomes more productive. Now, as a nation, we need to improve the conditions under which Canadian firms compete domestically and globally. We must also ensure that the players respect the rules of the game. Standing still is not an option. And so a modernized Competition Act will better protect consumers against misleading advertising. It will allow the courts to award damages to victims, significantly increase penalties, and adopt other deterrent measures. The Act had not had a major overhaul since 1986, but most of our major trading partners had adopted more modern legislation. And so the reforms will allow us to crack down on white-collar crime by introducing tougher and more predictable penalties, and by making it easier to convict companies if they engage in price fixing. And at the same time, these reforms will narrow the provision to ensure that it can no longer capture potentially positive strategic alliances. These changes will make merger review and the treatment of conspiracy more efficient and predictable for business and the Competition Bureau, and we have altered our penalty scheme as well to make sure the penalties fit the transgressions that occur. At the same time, our amendments will strike an important balance that ensures the law will not discourage legitimate business activity. Legitimate businesses should have nothing to fear from the changes that are designed to level the playing field for all law-abiding companies. In fact, cracking down on illegal activity will only benefit legitimate businesses and their customers. We have improved the merger review process in direct response to concerns voiced to the panel over lack of certainty for business and the need for more streamlined processes. Now, there have been some commentaries on this issue, but I want you to know our amendments reduce red tape for business by making fewer mergers subject to notification, and increase certainty because the Competition Bureau must clearly state now, within 30 days, whether the proposed transaction warrants an investigation. For the smaller number of mergers that pose real anti-competitive risks to the Canadian economy, companies will be asked for additional information. The vast majority of proposed mergers will be able to close after the initial 30-day period, or indeed sooner. This means the new entities will get down to business faster. Now, these changes will make the merger review process more efficient, more effective, and more predictable for business. And it will allow the government to do what it needs to do in order to ensure that our markets function as they should for the benefit of all Canadians. Now, when times are tough, it's more important than ever to ensure that consumers and businesses do not fall prey to illegal activity, whatever that illegal activity may be. Competitive markets provide the greatest chance for better choice of products, lower prices, and superior quality, not only creating a higher standard of living, but of course benefiting our economy as a whole. And so modernizing the Competition Act, I believe, will allow the government to better protect and promote those competitive markets that we all see. I believe as well that it will create new jobs and new opportunities for Canadians by making Canada more globally competitive.